All right, everyone. I want to welcome you to today's call. I am so excited. We have one of the icons in the industry, not only with Karatbars, but in the entire industry that we're in. He is extremely well respected, an incredible leader, an incredible friend of mine. I'm so happy to know him. I'm just going to shut up. I'm going to turn off my video. I'm going to turn off my mic, and I'm going to turn this over to the one and only Mr. Ty Best.
Well, thank you, Tammy, for the introduction. First thing I want to do is, look, I literally just rushed back into my office. I was out all morning, and I rushed back in, so I haven't shaved today. This really is my work clothes. This picture you see here, that's my presentation clothes. What you see now, these are my work clothes, okay? And so, so I'm not dressed up for you, doing my what I call first impression look today. As beautiful as Tammy's looking, Tammy all dressed up, looking pretty for us. So, Tammy, you got to compensate for me today. But let me tell you something, folks. I feel honored that she asked me to be on this call and take a few minutes to share with you. Let me share something with you. My background is I've been in this industry for 33 years. I was 20 years old, had no gray hair. Everything was black. I can take this off because I'm not going to be talking to anyone. 28 years old. And a gentleman stopped me and asked me, do I know anyone who'd like to make an extra $1,500 a month? And it changed my life. And so I come from a little different perspective than the average person in this industry because I bought into it at a young age at 28 years old. I did everything society told me to do. I went to college. My wife and I both graduated from Hampton University right here in Virginia. I'd gotten a great job with Ford Motor Company. I was working for the Ford Motor Company. I've never sold a car a day in my life. I'm giving this background so when I start screaming and yelling, you understand where I'm coming from. I've done all that stuff society says, good job, good background, all that kind of stuff. I had a good job. I was 20 years old. I had my own home. I had 4 cars in the driveway, not one, not 2, but 4. 2 I owned and 2 the company gave me to drive. I had a pool in the backyard. I had all those so-called trappings of what people call success, okay? But I said I was 25, 26 years old. I said, wait a minute, there's something missing here. This can't be it. What am I going to do the rest of my life? And then at 20 years old, I was introduced to this wonderful industry. Okay, I believe it's a wonderful industry. And I got flat out turned on. And it ruined me for a traditional business. So I started this journey. And I'm telling my story for a reason because I'm going to get to some nuts and bolts about what we do and how we do it and how Karatbars fits in. And so we started this journey. I was told it's a 2 to 5 year plan to financial freedom. I was sold freedom. Freedom was the thing. See, forget cars and houses and jewelry. All that was great. But the ultimate goal in building a networking business is freedom. And at 28, I was sold that thing. It was implanted in me. I was lock, stock, and barrel. And man, I wouldn't let it go. Nothing else could could replace that idea of being free. Okay? Not owning a car dealership, not owning McDonald's. Every other business I saw was a business that owned you. And network was the only thing I saw to give you 2 things, and the 2 most important things is time and money. Time and money. Because the most important thing we have outside of our health is time. And then money. Time and money. That's what this business is all about. And so I started at 20 on this journey. Okay, I'm not that sharp. I'm not the sharpest guy in the room. Because it took me a long time. At 32 years old, my wife finally retired from her job. Took 4 years to retire her. But I'm not mad. At 32, she left corporate America. She was a flight attendant for U.S. Air. At 32 years old, she never worked outside the home since she was 32 years old. My son, who's now 31, has never known his mother to have a job. Now I'm sort of selling a dream here. This is what this thing is all about to me. My son's 31 years old. He's never even applied for a job. Anybody's job. At 31, okay? My wife at 32 was done, and she has had a job, I like to joke and say, since Ronald Reagan was president, okay? But it took me 12 years of part-time effort. So I had what they call a good job, okay? And it was tough to part-time to create enough income and find the right situation. But I'm going to tell you something, and this is the honest truth. I like to say I was in the wrong program at the wrong time. I worked it, made some money, did okay. But the minute I left that program and got into another program, the way the time was right, the opportunity was right, in 21 months, I was full-time. And at 40 years old, I left corporate America, and I haven't had a job now in 21 years. Now, so I'm sitting here 3 years ago minding my own business. Okay. I've owned 3 companies since then. I mean, actually the owner, not the independent affiliate or distributor. I've actually owned the company. I was CEO and founder of the company, launched the company, built it to over 100,000 people. And now, so here I was sitting here, started my own business, started in a semi-retired state. And I get a phone call. Tyrone, have you heard about Karatbars? Now, the gentleman that called me, I said, and I'm not going to get spiritual on you, but I believe it's a divine appointment, because if he had called me while I was in my car, on my cell phone, I wouldn't be in Karatbars today, because I would have heard him, listened to him, and dismissed it and went on about my business. Because see, the average networker you talk to, I believe they miss Karatbars because they think they know. The worst person time to communicate with is the person who thinks they know something. Okay, especially a network who's been around for 3, 4, 5, 10 years. We think we know everything. Can you hear me okay, Tammy? Okay. So we think we know everything. And so, but this gentleman happened to catch me when I'm sitting right here on my laptop, right where I am talking to you guys right now. And when he said that, I Googled it right away. Like most semi-smart people think they are. I Googled Karatbars. Okay. But it got my attention. I said, wait a minute, this is different. And that's why I started this journey. And when I checked it out for about 4 days. I did about 4 days of due diligence. I mean, I got Miss Morrison on the phone. I got Miss Goldberg on the phone. I got Joe Norman on the phone. I got Big Boomer on the phone. And I said, wait a minute, this is serious stuff. I did my own personal due diligence with some other things. I said, man, this is incredible. I said, this is unique. This is different. This is different than anything I've ever seen, anything I've ever been exposed to, because I got it right away that we weren't requiring people to spend money. Okay? I was 58 years old before someone ever said to me that gold is money. Okay, I tell people every time I do a seminar or workshop, I say if you leave with just one message, you're going to be better off for the rest of your life. If you will get this one message, gold is money. I said, I didn't hear that till I was 58 years old. I'd already made millions of dollars in the industry. No one ever told me gold is money. No financial planner, no stockbroker, no analyst, no one's ever set me down and said gold is money. Okay? And I make sure everybody get that one message. Every time I talk, if you leave that one message, you will be better off financially for the rest of your life if you understand that gold is money. And all Karatbars, all we're doing is getting people to exchange paper currency from around the world and save in gold. That's all we're doing. And so we started this journey. Okay? And we started. And I understood a couple things from the get-go. So I would ask you to take a few notes, if you will. Now, most people may not do look, these are my opinions. This is what has set me free. I've been free, like I said, for 20. When I say free, I'm talking about free to get up and do what you want to do in the morning. Free to go where you want to go. Travel where you want to travel. Live with who you want to live with. Go where you want to go and do what you want to do. Buy what you want to buy. That's what I'm talking about, freedom. And you got the time to enjoy that freedom. Let me tell you something, folks. So the first thing I did was, and I teach you why this is what we do. We got part of our system, our wealth builder system. We got a program, a website called wealthbuildersworldwide.info. Wealthbuildersworldwide.info. Ms. Morris, I don't know if you mind me giving that site. Okay. But it's generic. Okay. You can't go there and find a sponsor. You can't go there and switch groups and like that. It's just a generic website. I don't care where you're on the planet. If you plug in that website, it's going to give you the basic fundamental steps to go about building your business. And we have people plugging in all over the world. Now, it took us a while to put that all together, because we took a combination of Miss Marshall's experience, Miss Goldberg's experience, everybody's experience, and we sort of put all that together. So when I first got started, that site wasn't there. But I do some fundamental things to get started and get your business launched. The first thing I tell anybody, anytime, I say the first thing to start your business, people don't want to hear it, but it is the most important thing, is you got to have a dream. You got to know why you are doing this thing, okay? Because why is so much more important than what and how. People are around looking for the what, and run around once they find the what, they want to find out how. And I keep telling them, no, you're wasting your time until you know why, until you identify the why that's so big, okay? J. Paul Getty made a statement, said, your why, your dream should be so big that it is impossible to accomplish in one lifetime. Your dream should be so big, it's impossible to accomplish in one lifetime. See, this is something. Karatbars, you can start part-time. Think about this, folks, what Mr. Harold Sykes, the genius of Mr. Harold Sykes and what he's put together. You can enroll for free. That means anybody 98.6 and breathing can enroll. Okay? So that's not a hindrance to getting in. That's not a barrier to entry into the free enterprise system worldwide. The minute you enroll, the company gives you 4 websites. The minute you enroll, you're in business in 120 plus countries, and you did all that for free. Now go on this plan and find me another business where you can enroll in for free, and from day one, you have access to 120 marketplaces worldwide. It's not done. We're unique in every way. So what we're doing is not that important. Who we're doing with that, well, it's important, but I'm saying that's not the thing that's going to determine your success. What's going to determine your success is the size of your dream. And I spend so much time with our team talking about the dream, the dream, the dream, the dream, the dream. You got to know why you're doing this thing. Is it a new home? Is it a new car? Is it to put your kids in private school? Is it to build a new church? Is it to travel? Is it to supplement your retirement because you know your retirement is not enough? Why are you doing this thing? And it needs to be something big. It needs to be something that your current circumstances cannot fulfill. It needs to be something, a part-time job at Walmart or a part-time job at the local convenience store or the gas station won't do. So if you're sitting there saying, oh, I got in Karatbars make me a couple $100 a month, you're going to quit. I can tell you right, I don't mean to, I'm not trying to blow your group out, Ms. Morrison. I'm just trying to tell them the truth. If your goal is to make a couple $100, you're probably going to quit. And you're going to quit because the first obstacle you run into will knock you off track. The first time somebody hurt your feelings in this thing, it'll knock you off track and you'll go, well, I really didn't need that anyway. I'm doing okay. I didn't have to, that hurt too much. And you go back and you take another minimum wage job, okay, and make an extra $200, $300 for Christmas time, and you go back in that same old rut. But if you get a dream, something that you want that's huge, I mean, you start saying, I want to buy my mother a new home. I want to buy my parents a new home. Or I want to retire my mom and dad. Or I want to build a legacy for my kids. I want to put my kids in a position where they never have to go ask another person for a job ever in their life. Okay? I want to pay cash for my kids' education. I don't want them to get out of college and then wonder how they're going to pay off $200,000 of college debt for the next 30 years. Okay? You get a dream that big, I promise you, you will succeed in Karatbars. You will, because you will see no other alternative. Every single day I thought about quitting my first 10 years of this business, I go, I'm either going to do it, figure out a way to make it work, or I'm going to work a job till I'm 65 or 75 years old. Warren Buffett said, until you learn how to make money in your sleep, you're going to work till you die. That's just been posted all over the internet recently. But I heard that when I was 28 years old in 1983. Okay? And that's what I was looking at every single day I woke up. Every single time I got discouraged, I would go, Tyrone, if it takes you 20 years to get this done, you will still beat the system by 15 or 20 years. And so at 40 years old, I was able to walk into my corporate job that paid me $100,000 a year and say, I'm done, and have not looked back. It took me 12 years of part-time effort. I'm telling you, it's worth it. But you're only going to do it once you identify something that you got to have that's so big that you got to have it, and you want it like you want oxygen. It's not a like to have. It's not it'd be cute to have. It's I got to have this thing. I want to bring my wife home. I want to make my wife a full-time mom if that's what she wants to be. Or I want to be a full-time dad. I want to be the guy that's coaching my kids' little league baseball. I want to be the grandpa that's running around with the kids all day or my grandkids all day while their parents at work because I got free. Is there something you want that badly? That's what this thing is all about. Okay? Now, once you identify that, that's step one. Everything else, folks, becomes easy. I tell a new person, I just enrolled in the business. I said, okay, step one, you identify your goal. You know why you want to do this thing. Great, you do? Fantastic. Okay, great. Fantastic. Let me tell you how we get you started. I'm talking like I'm talking to a prospect now, a brand new prospect. We done went through, I just met you. Okay? I just met Natalie. Okay, let's say I just met Natalie. And I said, Natalie, how you doing? Natalie, let me ask you a question. Do you keep your income options open? Natalie says, yes, you do. I said, great, Natalie. I sent her to a website to watch a video. I don't spend any time trying to explain it to Natalie. Every single person I've tried. Now, you understand, if you've been on this call right now for 10 minutes, you know I like to talk. I can talk. Okay? In this business, that hurts you. Karatbars, most networkers I ran across, they have a tough time building this Karatbars business because we want to talk, we want to explain, we want to know everything, we want to take you all the way down Robin Hood's barn and take you down the road and explain it. No, okay. Every single person I've tried to explain this business to, they still haven't gotten in this 3 years later. Okay, I just messed them up. Okay. When we first got started back in November 2013, this program, I would send everybody to the webinar. I found out very quickly, it didn't take me no more than a week. And when we got around, the ones I sent to the webinar, they sign up and they get a package. The ones I try to explain it to, they go, oh, it sounds interesting. Let me get back with you. So I learned very quickly, just be quiet, shut up. That's me. I learned very quickly. So now I'm going back to Natalie. I'll meet Natalie. Or let's say I'm starting with Natalie. She's a friend. I'm not going to make a prospect. I call Natalie, how you doing? She said, I'm doing fine. I said, fantastic, Natalie. Let me ask you a question. I know we haven't talked in a while, but do you keep your income options open? She says, yes, it is great. And now you got to check out this website. And then I sent her to a video. Then the video our team uses, the realmoney.info. You may have something else your team's using. So I'm not trying to get you all confused because, see, you got to stick with what your team's doing or you get confused. I don't want you to get confused, but you got to find a video tool, a duplicatable tool that your team is using on a consistent basis. So, Marcia, you got to help me out here because I don't want, like I said, I don't want to create some kind of confusion within the organization. Okay, I know what we do. So if they got a particular video to use, then you want to get everybody on that same page, send everybody to watch that same video. Everybody. So no matter who comes in, no matter who's teaching, they're hearing the same thing every time. Where do I go next? Watch that video. Okay, great. You call them back. Hey, now, did you see that video? She said, yes, it did. Fantastic. Let's get you started. I don't want her opinion. Okay? I didn't ask, how'd you feel about the video? Okay? I might say something like, did you see an opportunity for yourself? She said, well, yes, I did. Or she might come back and say, no, she didn't. And I'll say something like, I'm just write little notes down, folks. I haven't planned out an agenda what I'm sharing with you. I'm just telling you all this random stuff that I do all the time. Sometimes people come back and say, I didn't see it. It's not for me. I said, well, which part is not for you? The saving money part or the making money part? And they'll get real quiet. I said, no, I'm very serious. Which part of this program, you saw that video, right? Yeah. So which part you didn't particularly care for? The part where you save money or the part where you make money? Which part you didn't particularly care for? And they said, is that all there is to it? Well, yeah, you enroll for free. And then you start to save gold. And if you really want to earn more money, you can make money. We'll show you how to do that. We have a system for doing that. I must have missed it. But go back and watch the video again. And if I call them and she says she's ready, Natalie said, I'm ready to go. I said, great, now let's get you started. And I'm going to watch this. I got a handwritten application. I got an application, a hard copy application. Okay. Now, I'm many times not going to wait. The reason I haven't enrolled about 200 people in this program, over 200 people in this program, is I'm not going to wait for Natalie to go to the computer and do it herself. Unless she's a high-tech person or like playing on the computer, she might get around to it 5 days from now. I'm going to say, Natalie, why I got you here, look, let me take your information. It's going to take 2 minutes for me to get you enrolled. So I'm going to write down her information. I'm going to write it down myself. What's your name? Great. What's your email? What's your phone? What's your address? Look, we're going to put your system right now on my computer. By the way, let's create a password for you. You can always go back in there and change it on your own, but let me do it while we got you on the phone. I want to get her enrolled right now. See, I'm not waiting for her to go back and do it herself. She may get around to it next week. I want to create a sense of urgency. Let's do this now while I got you on the phone. Let's do this right now. I'm doing around the phone. Boom, boom, boom. I'm enrolling, get it all done right there while she's there. I might write on a hard piece of paper. She might be driving down the street. I said, let me write down this thing. Let me create a password for you. I get her, write it all down. I know I'm talking fast. Let me slow down. I will write it all down for her. Okay? I write all her information down, and then I go put it in the computer myself later. Okay? Now, great. She said, okay, now what I do next? I said, great. We need to set you up on, well, first, we need to get you a package. Okay? Now, you saw the video? Right. You saw the different packages? Yes. I said, great. Have you decided on the package you want to get? Well, can you explain them to me again? Well, yes, I can. Let me explain something to you. The package determines how much you want to earn. The package go from $10,000 all the way to $150. I said, now my recommendation would get the $10,000 package. You may not be in a position. And she said, oh, that might be a little, that's a little stressful right now. Okay, we got a $5,000 package. Now, I'm saying it's nice. Not putting, by the way, Natalie, there's no pressure which package you get because the company allows you to buy a package anytime you want to. So I'm not trying to sell you a package. I'm just trying to tell you what's available. They got a $10,000 package. They got a $5,000 package. They got a $2,000 package. They got an $800 package. They got a $450 package. And they got a $140 package. Now, here's the thing, though, Natalie. The package you get determines how much you earn. That's up to you. But here's the beauty and the genius of Mr. Harold Sykes. And it's blown my mind. I've never seen anything like this in my lifetime. My 30 years in the industry. You can pick any package you want and always upgrade later. What? Yeah, you can upgrade later. Just pay the difference. So don't feel any stress for me. So which package would you like to start with? Okay. Now, typically, she'll say, well, maybe I want to start with that $150 one. That's great. Okay, now that's a good one to start. But let me tell you something, Natalie. If I was you, I would sell a flat screen TV, anything I got to get that $400 package. Why? I say, because that package like minimum wage. It'll pay you, but it doesn't pay you enough to get excited. Okay, it pays you 5% direct commission. It pays you a dual team bonus around $13 US or 10 euro. And it pays you. That's more. And we get in this business to get more. I said, but if you can just stretch yourself and get that silver package, now that right there, that's all the difference in the world. That's like 3-4 times more than what you normally make. Well, I think I can do that. See, so just how you position this thing, so now she got a package, okay? She's want to get that package, okay? And by the way, don't assume anything, folks, about people's money. And I just had this conversation with a young man yesterday, 30 years old. He's asking, how do you build a business if you don't have any money? I said, you enroll for free and you tell everybody you know. I said, don't count the money in people's pockets. Don't try to prejudge people. You don't know what people know. There are people coming in Karatbars buying $5,000 gold, $20,000 gold, $30,000 gold, $100 gold, all over the place. But all of it contributes to you building your network, your distribution network, and all of it helps you get compensated. So watch this. So now she's gotten the pass. Said, Francis, what I do now? We got to load your KYC documents. Let's do this right now while we're on the phone. Okay? Going through that process right now while we're on the phone. Right now, we're going to get it done. Okay, I want to get it done. And now here's why I want to get it done. And this is important. Now, a lot of times you don't think it's important because it's a little thing. But watch this. But it's a big thing. I want them KYC documents because I want to set up this person's auto save right now. I don't want to set up their auto exchange. I don't want them to do it later. I want to do it right now. If I can't, I want to do the auto save right now. Let's set up right now. I don't care if we set up for weekly or monthly, but I want to do it right now. You said right now, yes. And watch this, because this is, I want you to think down the road. Don't think about where you are right now. Let's say it's $60 a month. I'm not even talking, it could be $60 a week. We got people on auto save for 5-10 grams a week. Don't matter. But let's just use something simple. You may not think it's a lot. $60 a month, 1 gram a month, auto save. And it's just you. You don't think it's a big deal because your little commission come on there and you go, I can barely go. I can't even buy lunch with that. That's right. But you got to see down the road. Because as that starts to duplicate through your team, a year down the road, you can have 1,000 people on your team. Or 2 years down the road, you can have 1,000 people on your team. Now, when there's 1,000 people on your team and everybody's acquiring a gram a month, $60, that's $60,000 a month in business. Okay? You've just built literally $1 million business from home with everybody acquiring 1 gram minimum a month on average. Now, you think about somebody with 30, 40, 50,000 people on their team, what that translates to. See, most people, they miss this business because they don't understand geometric progression. They don't understand that growth. They don't understand how 2 becomes 4 becomes 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. You know, they don't get those numbers, how those numbers duplicate and multiply. They can't see down the road how that one thing just grows and grows and grows. I did an audio program called Plant the Seed. In the audio program, I talked about what Robert Schuller used to say all the time. Anybody, any man, any person can count the seeds in an apple, but only God can count the apples in anyone. Whether get in or not, you just planted a seed. And all it takes is one seed to grow. The way Karatbars said, all you need is one growing seed on the left team and one growing seed on the right team, and you just create an orchard. But understand that seed creates a tree, and that tree does what? Grows and bears what? More fruit. And that fruit does what? Bears more seed. And the seed does what? Grows more trees. See, you're going to make money in Karatbars, folks. It is a mathematical impossibility not to make money in Karatbars. The only question is, how much, how fast? That's where the question mark is. How much, how fast? Not will you. It's a mathematical impossibility not to make money in Karatbars. You cannot continue to plant the seed of Karatbars in the minds of 7 billion people on this planet and not have a business. You can't do it, okay? Unless there's something severely wrong with you. You cannot share this. But now I can't even say that, because if you get an audio program or you get a website and you keep driving people to the website, even if there's something wrong with you, somebody's going to see this thing beyond you. So anyway, so now I got all that done. They said, great. So so I got them enrolled. They got their package order. They got their KYCs done. They got on auto save. They said, now what I do next? Make a list of everybody you know. Now we spent some time on our team talking about this list. People said, well, everybody should be able to make a list. No. Some people would never make a list. They'll go by their cell phone, and then they'll prejudge people. Okay, they'll say, well, I'm only gonna call people I know who desperately. I got a cousin, he hadn't had a job in 3 years. Well, he has a job in 3 years because he doesn't want one. Okay. You can find something to do. Okay, but see, we have a tendency to sponsor down the economic ladder. I employ our team to say, look, enroll anybody at 98.6 and breathing. Anyone. Don't prejudge anyone. Let's enroll everybody you possibly can. Talk to everyone. Make a written physical list of names, name, phone number, name, phone number, name, phone number, name, phone number, name, phone number. So when you decide to call them and contact them, you're not fumbling around looking for names and how to contact. You got it right in front of you, and you start dialing for dollars. But watch this. This is the simplest thing I've ever done. Because of technology today, you do not have to dial and call and talk to all these folks. The first thing I recommend to people doing our team, I said, number one, okay, you want to post it on Facebook. So why? Because if you got 400 friends on Facebook, and as soon as you start posting on Facebook, that means instantly posted. That means 400 plus people, all your friends, had a potential to see that you in Karatbars. Your goal with the list is to make sure that everyone that knows you know you are in Karatbars. That's all your goal is. Your goal is not to sponsor them. Your goal is not to sell them gold. Your goal is to make sure they know you're in. You don't want to get a phone call and 3 months later trying to invite you in and you already been in, but you didn't put them on your list. So you want to make a list of everybody you know, doctors, lawyers, truck drivers, I don't care who they are, if they're 98.6 and breathing. If you say for everybody who's 18 years or older, know at least 2,000 to 3,000 plus people. Everybody 18 years or older know 2,000 to 3,000. Make a list of every single person you know. Post on Facebook, first thing. I write this down. Second thing, then text everybody you know. Everybody you know. Now, I know, Miss Morris, I'm going to beat that in the ground because you'll be surprised how many people will not do it. They just won't do it. They'll text who they think need it. They'll text their best buddy. They'll text their cousin. They'll text their sister. But they won't text every single person they know, and they won't do it massively. And the Wealth Builders Worldwide site, we have a thing called Follow the MAP. MAP stands for Massive Action Plan. Take massive action. That means tell everybody you know, and that means text everybody you know now, today. Not over the next 6 months, today. See, the beautiful thing is, look, this morning for the power call, I text 500 people. It took me all of 20 minutes. This thing right here is incredible. I've done 90% of the business with this thing right here. And this is what, an iPhone 4 or 5, one, I don't even know which one it is. Folks, I mean from the bottom of my heart, this is so simple. Mr. Harold Sykes has made this thing so simple. And Karatbars not on trial. See, Miss Morrison, Boomer, Sherlan Goldberg, Brent Goldberg, Joe Norman, they've already been, in fact, the track record's already been laid. We're not trying to convince somebody about Karatbars. It's already been done. So when you make that list, you put everybody on that list. In fact, the people you think don't need it, put them at the top of the list. The people you think who are doing okay, put them at the top of the list. The friends you got who driving around in the Mercedes and the Escalades and the Cadillacs and the BMWs, Put them at the top of the list. Because believe me, they want the money. And people who want this do this faster with a greater sense of urgency than people who need this. And then you make a list of every single person you know. So you're going to paste it on Facebook. People all the time say, well, I'm not on Facebook. I don't like Facebook. Well, change. But I don't want to be on Facebook. Change. Okay? Facebook got me so, look, I wasn't on Facebook either to Karatbars. I mean, I was on it, but I look at like once a month because I could care less about grandma's banana pudding and way people eating and all this stuff. I didn't care. But once Karatbars came along, I said, oh my gracious, you got to be kidding me. Okay? This was a tool. We all over Facebook with videos, with training stuff, with information. I mean, just all over Facebook. I tell about a friend me on Facebook now. Friend everybody on Facebook so you can keep in contact. That's our number one means of communicating through our team is Facebook. We do live streams on Facebook. We got everybody doing live streams. Everybody doing videos. They doing videos when they get their premium package. They're doing videos when they get their pro package. They're doing videos when they get their VIP packages. They're doing videos when they get a bronze package. They're doing videos when they get recognized. We doing videos of events. We got all kinds of videos all over Facebook. Okay, now, after that, text everybody you know. After that, email everybody you know. Facebook first. Excuse me. All the social media stuff first. Not just Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever you're using. Then, okay, after that, then you text everybody. Then you email everybody. And then you make the phone call. Everybody make a phone, because the phone call is like a follow-up call. It's like, hey, did you get that text I sent you? Hey, did you get an email I sent you? Hey, did you get a chance to watch that video? People want to hear from you. They're a handful who are hungry, who may pick up the phone, call you, who may go to your link and sign up, and they haven't even talked. They just go sign up anyway. As soon as you send, they go say, man, Natalie, what you doing? They go sign up right away. But majority of them, truthfully, gonna need a phone call from you. They're gonna need to hear your voice, hear your energy, and hear your excitement. And you can't call them and say, hey, this is Tyrone, Natalie. Did you get that? Did you get that email I sent you? I sent you about 2 weeks ago. Did you get that email I sent you, Natalie? And yeah, it's really exciting. This might be, no, you got to up that energy level a little bit. You got to put a smile in your voice. Hey, Natalie, how you doing? Oh, my gracious. Hey, let me ask you a question. Look, this is a good time to talk. Hey, look, let me tell you. Did you get that email I sent you? Did you get that text I sent you? Oh, you haven't? Look, man, look, I'm telling you. This thing's happening. I don't have a lot of time to talk about it. You got to go to therealmoney.info. Check out those 2 videos. Look, I'll call you back. Can you watch that today? Great. I'll call you back tonight. This is important. This is really important. Well, what's it all about, Tara? Look, I can't really explain all the telephone. It'll take too long. Look, just go see this thing. This is exciting what's going on. You got to keep it. Don't be fake. Okay? You can't go from 50 miles an hour to 100 miles an hour. But you got to add a little more energy to your personality than you normally have. So if you're one of those nice little solemn people, hey, Miss Morrison, how you doing today? Okay, that won't sponsor them, folks. 90% of people that get in this business do not understand the compensation plan. I submit to you that 90% of people in Karatbars right now do not understand the compensation plan, and they're in Karatbars. They're excited about don't understand the compensation. It's an emotional decision. It's an intelligence. Can I get more? Great. You excited about? I'm excited about you. Let's go. Okay. Follow the map. Look, we tell people if you got Wealth Builders Worldwide.info site, anyone on the planet, if you will follow that massive action plan, get started, make your list, you can build a business. We got things to build 2 legs at a time. Don't build the legs 2, 4, 8, 6. Build 2 legs straight down, one round underneath the other. Piece of what? Now, if you're one of those fortunate people already got 1 leg being built for you, great. You only got to build 1 side. But why do you build 2 legs straight down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. You build it. Because every time you add 1 more to the bottom of the leg, it helps everybody in that whole line of sponsorship. So you're only 1 person. You can't be all over the place. But if you go 1, then help that one get it 1, then you add another one there, another one there, another one, you keep adding that leg and keep adding 1 underneath the other one. What happens is by the time you got the leg 10, 20 deep, that leg starts to develop some momentum. And every time you add 1, I don't care if the 21st person, when I call folks, I tell folks right now, this is me. Okay, you might not want to do this. You might have a conversation. I said, look, I have never stopped recruiting since I've been in this industry since 1983. When I enroll you in Karatbars, you're going to have 1,000 people on your team. They go, what? I said, because I'm going to put them there. I said, I guarantee you, I can't say they're going to be there in the next 90 days or the next 2 years. But I guarantee you at some point they're going to be there. Why? Because I never stop recruiting. I never stop sponsoring. I never stop caring. I never stop sharing. It won't happen. Okay? And I focus on building those 2 legs, and I just keep building them, building them, building them. And then at some point I get back to those folks and say, hey, you got 50 people in your downline. Hey, you got 100 people on your team. Hey, you got 200 people on your team. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. I wish I had my board and ease up. I'd show you what I'm trying to say, because visually it's make more sense if you can see it. When you build 2 legs, one at the top, you build 2 legs straight down, people can see that thing happening. And when you call somebody, you say, hey, you got 5 people on your team. Hey, you got 20 people on your team. At some point, everybody has a number. Okay? And that number gets them excited. And then they start building their other legs. They want to catch up the volume on that leg. And it starts creating momentum through your whole organization. And your organization grows. And it starts growing exponentially. Okay? And so that's some fundamental things that we do in making the list and building depth. We're always promoting. We got a live power call we do every day at 10:45, 6 days a week. I do a what I call a freedom call every Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. For our team, we do a training every Sunday night. We do a live presentation once a week every Thursday night. And we just promote. There, that's the Wealth Builders Worldwide site. Okay? This Saturday, I'm doing a meeting right here in Hampton, Virginia. 2 weeks ago, I was in D.C., called Super Saturday Blast Off. The week before that, I was in Pittsburgh. And by the way, those I've only done, this Saturday be the 13th meeting I've done in 3 years. Haven't done a lot of meetings. Haven't had to, because everything people want to know is right there in their hands. So I don't go necessarily do prospecting meetings. Okay, I do go to a meeting out there. Some people who identify themselves as being serious about this business. They want this thing. And then I go do everything I can to help them get it. Okay? You see all the tabs are there, from the home tab, the presentation tab. There's a map. That's the system. Got a recognition tab. Constant recognition, recognizing folks. I understand you want to recognize people on your team for everything they do. I don't know what they do. You want to recognize them. Okay, if they enroll one, recognize them. They enroll one for free, recognize them. Okay, they get a business package, recognize them. Okay, recognize them on your power call, your conference call. You want to constantly be in that mode where you're constantly recognizing people for everything they do. And you want to promote every event, every meeting, everything, anything that Ms. Morrison promotes. You want to be there. Okay, she promoted an event, live event. You want to be there, get everybody on your team there. Okay. So, Tam, I can go on for 3 hours. I like to say, I'd rather just answer the question if I can, because I can just talk, and I don't want to do all that. I think the most important thing is having a dream and making that list and getting back to that list, and then follow a system. If it's not the Wealth Builders Worldwide system, you gotta. Let me share some with you about why this Wealth Builders Worldwide. Let me share some about it real fast. It's generic, folks. Okay, we welcome anybody. The information is there. You don't have to sign up in our team or anything like that. We got a lot of folks that plug in there, not on our team. But we say but you got to find a system that you can confidently promote to other people, okay, that they want to plug into and become a part of, because that's essential to their growth. That's all. Okay? And I'm not saying it's the only system in the world of Karatbars. No. I'm just saying this is what we do and this is what we promote to our team. Okay, you may look at this thing and decide to sort of formulate some stuff and put together some stuff in your own team, especially if you're in another country. Okay, you might have to modify some things and make the things work the way you want it to work. So you figure it out. Ms. Morrison, back to you.
Ty, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Natalie, you're sharing your screen with everybody, babe. That's good. It's kind of messed up a little bit. So that's okay. I do want to open it up for questions and answers or statements. Guys, I hope that you guys got out of this what I did. Every time I hear Mr. Best speak, I get more and more and more. And I'm just so excited he was able to join us today and take time out of his busy schedule, because I know how busy he is. But anyway, Natalie, can you stop sharing so I can see everybody? Stop sharing your screen.
I'm trying to, but I'm not very good at this.
That's all right.
That's getting a bit better. How do I stop sharing?
Okay.
Ray?
Still there. I'm trying to fix it.
I'll tell you what,
go to the bottom of your screen where it says green. It's a green thing. It says stop sharing. The bottom of the screen.
If you have your mouse down, it'll pop up and it'll say share screen. And then there you go. That's awesome.
Thank you.
There you go.
Not very good at this.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and open it up for a Q&A. If you guys just want to unmute yourselves, I'm trying to get this gallery view so I can see everybody. All right, let's start with William. William, do you have anything for Mr. Ty? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I try to run through my stereo because I'm working as we watch the video, but I just thank you. The leadership I know is what I was lacking here, and thank you, Tammy, for putting us in a position where we can grow. So I know I've grown right now today, and I'm ready to get out there. I like being excited. We got the best thing. I've been in business for a long time. I haven't had anything like this that is pretty powerful that the whole world needs. So thank you, guys. Ty, you did excellent.
Hey, William, let me tell you, I say this all the time. 33 years, I've seen some of everything, been in some of everything, marketed some of everything. I mean, believe me, like I said, I've seen it all. And everything on a scale of 1 to 10, in my opinion, is like a 3 or 4. And Karatbars is like a 15. Now, most people, but you can't see that when you just get started. And a person just glance at Karatbars. This is one of the statements I make. You guys might want to write this down. I say this to professionals all the time. I say, I guarantee you this. If you would give Karatbars 20 to 30 minutes of your undivided attention, you're going to get in. I said, if you give it, but if you just look at it like another deal, another thing that's coming down the street, you'll miss it. But if you give it 20 to 30 minutes of your undivided attention, you're going to get in. Now, if you hang around for about 30 to 90 days, you're going to be done. You're going to be ruined for anything else.
Absolutely.
You're going to be ruined. You'll say, oh, my God. You'll see Mr. Harold Sykes and say, don't mess this up, man. Okay. Because you think about this now. Everybody wins in Karatbars. I never could say that, ever. Mm-hmm. If you don't do anything here but save gold every single week, you win.
Absolutely.
If you never build a downline, never build an organization, you still win. You can't say that about a juice, a lotion, potion, pill, or a travel, or anything else.
Not at all.
I disparage those things, but you can't say that. Okay? 12 months from now, if you ask a person, would you rather have $5,000 of lotion, potion, pill, or juice, or $5,000 of gold in the garage, I guarantee you every time they're going to say, I'll take the $5,000 of gold.
That's right.
Bullion.
There you go. And so nothing. And then, wait a minute. And then this is, Harold Sykes done something so unique here that a person coming in and say, I want to make $500 a month, we got a program for them. The person come and say, I want to make $100,000 a month, we got a program for them. Most companies cannot combine those two things. You either got you coming in high end, and that's all that's there for, and the little guy's gone. Here, we have people who came in this program, man, who came in, no money, signed up for free. This is 3 years later. They're VIP in the program now. They're making money every single week, and they cry every time we have a meeting. Tammy witnessed that. They're in tears, man. Okay, just look, I did a meet. I've been almost stirred. I did a meeting in D.C. 2 weeks ago. The meeting will be over at 4 o'clock. Nobody wanted to go home.
No doubt.
Most meetings I've done, they can't wait to leave the room. Even if they're excited, they're still ready to go. Mm-hmm. The hotel came and said, you have got to leave this room. We need this room. I was inviting them. I said, look, I'm not hurt. If you got to go home, leave the room, go to the bathroom. They wouldn't even leave the room. Okay? And finally, the hotel came and kicked us out the room. Okay? This is unique. It's special. It's different in every way.
You got to go. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, William. Thank you, Ty. I do want to acknowledge Damon. Damon sent me the greatest little gift today. He messaged me a little video that he made about me, and it just touched my heart so much. It's on my Facebook page. Damon, are you there?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I see you. But anyway, Damon shared this video with me that he made for me, and it was just so nice. The nicest thing. I posted on my Facebook page just because I felt like, wow, somebody out there just truly cares about me. And I love you guys. I love my family and my Karatbars family. You're all a part of it, and I appreciate you so much. But Damon, do you have anything that you might want to say?
Look, guys, one of my mentors, a close friend of mine, said something a few days ago which really got me to move my ass. And he said, you can either make excuses or you can make money, but you can't make both. And such quotes, such sayings put you in a corner where there is no escape. You have to accept it and swallow it. And when you're given such a quote, such a line, it's like Jim Rohn says, the challenge of life is that you can have more because you can become more. And there are a few quotes like that that are absolutely unquestionably true. And for me, that's why I love network marketing, because of the fact that it allows you to do two things that Tony Robbins considers the keys to happiness: giving and growing. You can sum it up in progress. Now, with regards to network marketing, if you're uncomfortable in the sales industry, which I was, believe me, in grade 12, this is the last thing I would have considered. However, I was introduced to Karatbars, and I took the opportunity because of the fact that I said to myself, you know what, this is an area I'm weak in, and as such, I want to become much better at it. You know, unless you get uncomfortable every day, you're not going to grow. You're not going to become more. You're not going to be able to do more. You know, if you stay in this little box, you can't possibly become more. And then you're going to sit and complain and say, I can't make money and so forth. Now, we all know why gold is more valuable than fiat currencies, end of story. And in my opinion, the fact that Karatbars provides such a generous offer that allows you to stay in the business forever without you having to pay every single month is fantastic, you know. And as Taran was saying, is that I love what he said there about what's the problem, making money or saving money? You know, because again, that's one of those things that puts you in a corner and you can't, what are you going to say? Oh, I don't like making money, you know. So it's those sort of things that we need to consider. Really, at the end of the day, people either, you know, we're not designed to be happy. We're designed to survive. And some people are forced to move by avoiding pain or gaining pleasure. Now, normally, I know with me, I'm motivated to avoid pain. And if you're put in that corner where the sugar honey iced tea hits the fan and you need to make something happen, you will. And believe me, if you're in a comfortable position, as Tony Robbins said, comfort kills motivation. So if you're all right now, that's probably why you're not doing anything, because of the fact that you think you're all right now. But the fact of the matter is that every single day, you don't take action, you don't know how much money you're losing. I know. I beat myself up for months thinking, you know, I was doing the work, but I wasn't recruiting anyone. Now, I'm a gold member in Karatbars, and I will become a VIP soon enough, but you need to understand that one thing I've learned time and again through reading, actually my camera's rested on a whole pile of books, but anyway, one thing I've learned time and again through reading the books and listening to my mentors is that it always begins and ends with you. Forget about, I can't swear, but forget about the rest of the world, okay? Forget about them. Poor people believe that the world happens to them. They do not believe that they are a vehicle of change. You know, they believe they're a creature of circumstance. That's a poor person's mentality. I think if I could recommend a book for any of you to read, it would be Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Some of you have no doubt read it. Read it again. Okay? Time and again, he'll tell you how people did the impossible, how people were put in such difficult circumstances you wouldn't think it possible that they could survive, and yet they did. And, you know, much like Tyron, I could go on and on for hours because I'm a motivational speaker. I love speaking. And this right here is somewhat unprepared, but I trust I did a good job. And, you know, guys, in truth, if you want to get into contact with me through Tammy, go for it. I don't know what I'm allowed to say in this group, but there are no methods where you can, if you choose to, get gold for free. And I'm not being funny when I say that. Of course, naturally, I can't see the book. Naturally, I can't I can't, yeah.
Yes, thank you, Eric.
You know, so, but I think, guys, for me, the most important thing is that I want you to make it happen. You know, I've spent a lot of time and money and so forth going through, reading through the network marketing books, watching hours and hours of videos by Jim Rohn, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, who else? Oh, the list goes on and on and on. You know, Cesar Rodriguez, all these guys, because of the fact that I didn't feel I knew enough. The fact of the matter is you will never know enough. Fact. Okay? But unless you fail, you're not going to learn. You need to stumble. That's the beauty about life, is that you're designed to win, but we're not going to get into that now. The fact of the matter is that you decide whether or not you want to become a success. No one else. But if you're comfortable, I promise you, when you need to make a choice, when you need to recruit, you will. My mentors have told me that forget about the how, but you need to have the why. The how will answer itself when it needs to, but you need to have the why. If your why is strong enough, you will do it. End of story.
That's amazing, Damon. Damon, and I just have to stop you right there because I want you to tell Ty Best how old you are.
I'm 21.
Tell me about that. Is this not a wise man for 21 years of age? I can't hear you, Ty. Ty's speechless.
He's on the phone. No, he's on the phone.
He's all right, guys. Damon, you're incredible, and guys, I want you guys to all think about this. You know, I know a lot of us in the room are a little bit older than Damon, but there are some wise words that he spoke, and I'm just excited to be a part of his team, to be here with you guys, and for you guys to hear what he has to say. And we can all motivate each other. And that's the thing, is we have this Skype room, we have the Facebook room. Our goal is to keep each other motivated. Our goal is to keep each other stay in the trenches with each other, because this is not a game. Okay, we're in this to win this. And Damon, I want to tell you how much I appreciate you and your spirit, your knowledge, for such a young age, and it's just amazing to me. I appreciate it so much. So
no, I appreciate you, Tammy.
Oh, thank you. Ty?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was confirming this meeting I got on Saturday afternoon, and they've been trying to get me on the phone all day. So I snuck and tried to take that call in, but I'm sorry. What were you saying, Tammy?
I said, when Damon was speaking, I had to stop him. I said, I just want you to tell Ty how old you are. And you were nodding the whole time he was talking. You were nodding. And I was like, Damon is 21 years old. And Lord. To me, I'm like, if we all had that knowledge at 21, we'd all be on an island somewhere.
I'm telling you, hey, look.
I'd be a multi-millionaire.
I say they should ban people your age from being in the business. Let you have a job for about 10 years so you can appreciate this thing. You get a job about 10 years, but you can appreciate it at 21. I'm being sarcastic. Mm-hmm. Okay, but man, that the information you have, just the fact that you're aware of people like Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins and Les Brown, the fact that you're aware of this industry and the potential of it at 21 years old and see it, that's phenomenal. And, where you can be in the next 12 months or 24 months, or think about, don't even get me started, man. I tell myself, I've had young people sometime to me say, I said, what if it took you 10 years to really put it together where you're earning $1 million a year? You'd be 30 years old, earning $1 million a year with no employees, no overhead, no place to go. And it's a willable part of your estate. Oh, my gracious. A lifestyle. People, look, when I was 40, I used to laugh. Damon, I'd drive around sometime and, the Mercedes and stuff, and people said, what do you do? And I just felt so odd because you live in this lifestyle that people dream about. I mean, I said they don't even understand. You can't even explain what you do to folks, how you live in this lifestyle, and they see you going back and forth to the airport, taking limos home and all this kind of stuff. And folks are going, or you going out here's one, you're walking out to your post office, you're walking out to your mailbox in your pajamas every day about 1 o'clock. You meet the mail. Okay. Wait a minute. And then you outside sitting around your Porsche and people going, what is he doing? What does he do? And when you try to tell them they can't, Oh my gracious! And then anyway.
Well, listen,
Okay.
that's-
Wow.
All right, does anyone else have a question? Natalie, anybody for Ty?
Yeah, I've got one for Ty. In fact, sorry. I want to say thanks, Ty, for your time, and Tammy as well. Last week, obviously it's to do with the commission structure. We were told that we have to set the power leg on the left-hand side.
It depends on which side of your sponsor you came in on. So,
Right, I see, which I think I came in on the left side anyway.
Okay.
So I was told that we have to set it, obviously, to that side, get 3 people sponsored on that side, and then change it to your right side. I was at Brian McGinty's event on Saturday, and he said just leave it as automatic.
Everybody has a different way of building their business.
Yeah, so I'm a bit confused there.
Yeah, that's okay, because everybody has a different take on what works. What I've seen to work in the best manner is to have that power leg momentum. The video that I sent out to all of you guys through the Skype room, I think that is the best way to build your business, because as we tried to explain on the last call, we're creating a community of people, okay? You've got to give to the community before you can withdraw from the community. So you can do it however you want to. It's totally up to you. You know, that's what's great about Karatbars. You don't answer to me or anybody else. But I just think that the power leg momentum strategy is probably the best, in my opinion, of strategies I've ever seen. So.
Okay, I'll keep it as it is. Do what obviously you guys are doing, because obviously you guys know better than I do. So.
Not all the time. You may have a better idea than I.
You know, obviously, because I mean, I've done a stupid thing. I've started in April, and then I left this business for over 5 months, and I've come back in again. So
welcome back.
So it happens. Thanks.
Well,
Natalie?
Richard, don't worry about it. I left it for a year. And I'm back. And what really breaks my heart is today is when I realize how big our Skype room is, and we've got like 17 participants here today, which just doesn't justify. I mean, we've really got to encourage the people on our Skype team to attend these type of meetings, because you can't get. I can't explain to my team tomorrow what I've heard today.
Well,
I want to thank the double T's, and that's Tanny and Ty, for everything you put together today. Really, I've taken away a lot of nuggets that I can put into this business and really try and improve what we're doing here in South Africa anyway. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Natalie. We appreciate you so much. I think, this Skype room, I think a lot of people forget to check it. They're in there. They forget. The protection through Gold Room, guys, I really need you guys to get active in that room. When you sign somebody up, go grab a picture of them off their Facebook wall, put it in there, welcome into the team. Let's all celebrate together. Let's get that room popping, okay? So when you sponsor somebody, I don't care if they're a free member or not, I need you to add them to the room and congratulate them then. And do that for me, please. So, all right. Anybody, go ahead, and somebody's really loud. Does anyone else have a question for Ty? We need to let him go and get back to his busy day.
I'm going to get something to eat.
Tammy,
yes,
it's Malcolm here.
Hi, Malcolm.
Hi, long time no talk. Just wanted to say to Ty, thank you very much indeed. Like Richard, I went to the Gatwick meeting with Brian, and between Ty and Brian, what it really did was give me a kick up the backside. And that's what you need every so often. It doesn't matter whether you leave or whether you stay. If you get comfortable and think you're just doing the same things over and over again, you need to do something different. And I've learned tonight and on Saturday 2 or 3 different things, and I'm already doing them. And they've made a difference in the couple of days that I've done them. So to everybody, kick yourselves up the backside, get going, and we'll all be there.
All right. Thanks, Malcolm. Love you.
Thanks, Malcolm.
I would say one thing too. Don't beat yourself up too bad when you lose that energy. I have people say motivation don't work. And I tell people, I said, no, motivation does work. Motivation don't last. So you must do it often. And see, so you must, that's why when now they say plug into things like this, plug into everything you can, because it's all about getting this right to stay excited. It's like you can't eat on Monday, not eat again till Sunday night. Okay, you're going to find yourself hungry. You're going to find yourself starving. So you got to feed your faith all the time in this business. So how do you feed your faith? You get on everything that Ms. Morrison recommends. You get on every Skype chat. You talk to somebody. You talk to your upline. You grab hold of somebody that's excited, and you never let them go. And you just keep staying plugged in. You do not disconnect. You plug yourself in, and you never pull that plug out. And so every time there's a conference call, there's a meeting, there's an event, there's something to go to, you get there by any means necessary. And then it's going to keep your attitude up. It's going to be easy to sponsor people, easy to enroll people. But the minute you unplug, you're okay for the first couple of days, maybe for a week, maybe for 2 weeks, but you're going to see yourself slowly going down here and not being effective again. And then you got to plug back in. So when you plug in, it keeps you at that level where you can perform efficiently and productively with the business. It's all mental, and that mentality style was plugging in and never unplug.
That's right. That's right. All right, guys. Well, anyone else? I do want to thank you all for being here so much, and thank you for your commitment that you make to me. Our next call being not the next Tuesday, but the next. If you guys want to start having them weekly, whatever you guys want to do, I'm going to be here for you. This is my commitment to you. And I want to thank Mr. Best for his knowledge, his wisdom, his leadership, and most importantly, his friendship. And thank you for being here. You know how much I love you.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for inviting me.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you for all you do. And by the way, believe me, and let me say this very clear, and this last thing I'm going to say today. Believe me, when we launched our organization, all I did was get Ms. Morris on the phone with people all the time. Your upline is a tool. If you know how to utilize that tool, it will help you build your business. It makes it easier. Your friends won't necessarily listen to you, but they'll listen to Ms. Morrison. Okay? And so we launched this thing, and I get on the phone and have them meetings. I have three-way with people and say, hey, Ms. Morrison, talk to this person, talk to that person. And I tell her story. And if you're not telling her story 5-10 times a day, in my opinion, you're not after the business. That's just a humble opinion. You see, you should know her story, Sherlan's story, Boomer's story. You should know Joe Norman's story. And you should be repeating those stories all day, every day to everyone, every chance you get. Every chance you get. You should be in full edification mode and repeating this story. So when they finally hear and see Miss Morrison, they go, oh, look, by our team, when Tammy walks in the room, the water parts. Okay? When she and Shirley walk in the room hush, get quiet. People stand up, they cheer. And I'm talking, and the aisle parkway, here they come. That's what we want your team feeling when they see Miss Morrison show up. Oh my God, Tammy's gonna be not Tammy's gonna be in the car. Miss Morrison's coming. Oh my gosh, she's gonna be on the Skype. Okay, we got to be there. You gotta make it a big deal. Because if you don't make it a big deal, then she can't help you. If you say, you know, Tammy's a good friend of mine, we break bread all the time, they can't respond to that. But if they say, hey, look, let me tell you something. One of the top leaders in the company, okay, one of the founders helped launch this thing worldwide to 400,000 people. We got her on Skype next Wednesday. She's coming. You got to see this thing, man. Oh my great. You gotta make it a deal. She can't do it. Then when she comes on, this is very important. I missed this part. Edification 101. And then when she comes on, she says, oh my gracious, you don't know what they're doing down there in South Africa. Let me tell you about Natalie. Let me tell you about Richard. Let me tell you about Damon. Let me tell you what Malcolm's doing. And so you edified her, now it gives credibility for, so when she edifies you, your team going, Natalie's doing all that. Mm-hmm. There you go.
There you go. All right, guys. So this is going to be a wrap on the call. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording real quick. Bye, all.